Okay, we want to introduce you to somebody. We have actually someone with us who is going to be part of our anchoring for the rest of the show.
For the rest of the morning.
This is Esther Staat. Say hi, Esther.
Hi there.
There
Good morning,
she
Esther.
is. Let's tell you the story of Esther. Esther is not only a diehard because she works at the Schottenstein Center and has been forever and ever and ever. How old are you, Esther? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 88.
88 years old and still working the Schott.
Right.
So that's you right there at the Schott, and you're ushering and leading people to. You're climbing
Look at
those
you.
steps.
Yep, I
How
do.
many times a night?
About 10 times at least.
At least.
At least, yeah.
Wow.
You must see some pretty doggone fun things.
Well, I keep my legs there occupied.
And then there's that.
And then there's that.
How many years have you been at the Schottenstein
At
Center?
the Schott, I've been there since they opened 15 years ago.
Wow.
What? 15 years ago, even at that age, what made you say this is what I want to do?
Well, I had to find something to do. I was working in a restaurant before that.
Okay.
And you was walking around and all the time too.
So you were used to walking. It's no
yeah,
big
I
deal.
used to walking back and forth, doing food and stuff.
You sort of had enough of this food thing, so.
Well, I started at the football stadium before. It's been about 20 years there.
You were a redcoat?
I'm still a redcoat.
Okay.
I'm still working there.
Are you?
Yeah.
Were you an Ohio State graduate? Or what was
No.
your excitement about Ohio State?
No, a friend of mine I was working with her at the restaurant.
Okay.
And she convinced me to go work at the football stadium. So that's where I ended up with.
That's
And
amazing.
climbing all those stairs every time.
Well, I was at, where the band comes in.
Yeah.
I was right there.
When the band
I saw
came in.
all the band and everything.
A lot of drunk
Oh,
people,
that's fun.
right?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Whole lot of folks having a good time. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah.
And?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, fair enough. If you haven't seen the game, quick spoiler alert for you. The Buckeyes lost this one 60-59 against the Dayton Flyers.
Yeah.
Now
Say that
seriously,
again.
in your wildest dreams, I'm sorry Flyers fans, I know it yeah, but really?
I'll tell you.
They should have won it.
They should have won it. That
Yeah.
last second spoiler, unfortunately. But I heard 80% of the brackets were busted on that game.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
80% of people's brackets were busted
There's
due to the
something
Buckeye
like
loss.
of 11 million brackets that they were actually keeping track of. I mean, never mind how many more there are beyond that.
Yeah.
But of the 11 million they were tracking, there are only 41,000 left. I mean, that's a tiny fraction of, because, again, sorry, Dayton fans, who picks the Flyers for that one?
Well, send your hate mail to Marshall, not me,
right?
okay?
But, I mean, it's congratulations. I mean, Dayton did an amazing job. They pulled this one out and they move on to the next round. But, yeah, most of those brackets were blown.
Oh,
Esther,
yeah.
do you have brackets going?
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
a little betting, do you?
I don't bet on them.
No,
I
no.
always lose anyway, so I don't bet anymore.
You're a smart woman, Esther.
I don't want to lose any more money.
Yeah, I get it. Although we should go to the casino together sometime, I think.
Right?
Right.
Well, here's one kid who seemed to play the lottery and almost won this one. He's under arrest at this point, but he took the chance in New York City of breaking in to the World Trade Center. Now, it's not completely finished yet. The thing's still under construction. 1,776 feet high. This kid sneaked onto the property, and that's past all of the no trespassing signs and the do not enter signs, through a 1-foot hole in the fence.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
I mean, think about how you've got to, like, get your head in there and sort of, like, squeeze through all of that to get in there. Then he manages to get to an elevator, gets to, like, the 80-something floor, and climbs the rest of the way to the 104th floor. And then starts taking selfies.
Unbelievable.
Don't know how he got up there. He managed to get past the security guard.
Well, he was asleep.
Great guard.
They
Yeah.
had to have been asleep.
He was
Yeah.
asleep,
Yeah,
and
they
they fired
should
him
have.
immediately.
He's out.
Yeah.
He is gone.
Right.
They've gotten rid of that security guard. But now the kid is under arrest, and they're trying to figure out why he did it. Can you see this picture?
Yeah.
This is actually, he's hanging off of that red beam.
It's a girder,
my God.
yeah.
So when I saw it, I thought, okay, who took the picture?
Yeah.
Because
Look at him with a little grin on his face.
I don't know about your
Stink pot.
smartphone, but mine doesn't have a timer on it that I know of. Maybe it does, and I just don't know about
know
it. But you
either.
have to set it up somewhere.
Yeah.
And then climb out there. So was somebody with him?
I know that they said that his buddies helped scope that out prior to, but I don't know if someone was with him when it happened.
Because it looks like somebody had to take the picture, like he wasn't alone.
Well, somebody had to be with him, or an airplane.
Exactly. So because otherwise, how do you get that picture?
Yeah.
So, but
so he's going to be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Are you
if
in
nothing
big
else,
Send
just
him with me.
trespassing.
Send him to my house for a weekend. I'm going to get that kid. I will get that kid straightened out. I'll tell
Tough
you.
love with Sean Ireland.
Absolutely. It's all about love, though. Fortune magazine has come out with their list of the world's 50 greatest leaders.
Interesting.
Interesting. On the top of the list was this guy we showed you yesterday, and before the day before, and the day before, Pope Francis again. #1 on the world's greatest leader list. Now, there was an absentee from this list.
This is interesting.
President Obama did not make the list of the top 50 greatest leaders. And the White House has not given a comment. Now, Fortune magazine is saying it's not a snub. There just happen to be a lot of very interesting leaders this time. However, among them, Angelina Jolie,
Derek Jeter,
Bono,
really?
they all made the list, but not President Obama.
Now, President Clinton did.
He was there at #5.
Yeah, they said that he had done a lot of work since his presidency that made him a current leader and that he was changing the world.
Right.
But the current leader of the free world was not on the list.
Esther, do you think that's going to make people upset?
Yeah, that he's sure how many people is on there. You know.
Yeah, 50 people, and he didn't make the list.
Yeah. But yet, Angelina Jolie and Bono do. I don't know, something
What do you think of
seems
that
weird.
Angelina Jolie over there, Esther?
I don't really. I like her, but
Yeah. Give
I
or
don't
take.
think she should be on that list.
I'm with you on that
Yeah.
one. I'm with you on that one. Well, finally, it's a big day. Do you like Starbucks, Esther?
Yeah,
Do you? Do you like the strong coffee?
yeah.
Do you know now there's something else you might like there?
They can make you an honest-to-goodness Irish coffee.
Now
That's
you
what's
can
gonna
get
happen, yeah.
booze at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's now a new reason for Sean and I to actually go to Starbucks.
There's no booze in it.
Not yet, but there
Not
will
yet.
be.
Ooh, Esther.
There's about to be. We're going to have a party.
Okay.
We're going.
I'll even buy you a scone with your booze,
Sounds like a
Esther.
good idea.
It's only in something like 40 stores right now. They're testing it out. Usually Columbus is a test market. How did we miss this?
I don't know.
But 40 some odd stores have it now, and it's in some of the major cities. But over the next couple of years, they're apparently going to roll this out to several thousand stores.
Right.
And we'll be. It's not like they're not describing it as hard liquor. This is wine.
Wine.
So that's enough. We'll be there. But they're saying, you know, you can get those little Starbucks sandwiches, you know, after 4 p.m.
With your wine.
Please, why wait? After 4 p.m. and you can get like a glass of Merlot.
Why
with it.
after 4?
Yeah,
Well,
Esther, we need to talk to somebody
we
about
need to
that.
fix their
Yeah.
marketing on that one, I think, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I like you, Esther.
You know, when Starbucks first came out, I was in California when they
What?
first come out,
Yeah?
and I didn't really like it.
It's strong.
It's
You have
very
to
strong.
really like
Very
a strong coffee.
Yeah. You have to put a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah. Well,
See,
now
now
you can just...
the diehard purists would say, oh, sacrilege. You can't put sugar or milk or
no.
anything
Yeah.
else in it. But you're right. You got to cut
That's
this stuff a little
bitter.
bit. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's awesome. All right, well, maybe this guy was a little drunk or something going on.
Pump him.
All right, listen to this story. There was a guy in Lincolnton. Look, there he is right there. Lincolnton, North Carolina. This guy was in the shoe department at the Walmart there. And he had convinced a couple of women who were trying to buy shoes that he was a podiatry student and they should take off their shoes and socks. And then he proceeded to put one woman's toes in his mouth. Esther, he was a toe sucker.
What kind of man is he to do that?
It's
Right?
disgusting.
A little different.
Would you ever put your toes in a man's mouth?
No, no.
What if he did? What if it were your toes?
What would you do?
I wouldn't let him do it.
No, give him a good swift
A good
kick.
swift kick to the face.
Take his teeth out is what you do. But yeah, so they went along with it because he was saying that he could tell them if they had feet problems and what shoes were best for them.
This is before or after the in the mouth part.
I was guessing that was how he got them lured into that situation. But I can't think of anything more disgusting than a toe in your mouth.
Well,
Well, yeah, there are other things.
Well, how would you
Yeah.
like your toe?
What's that?
Would you like a toe?
in your mouth?
I'm full, thank you. I've had plenty.
I've had enough for the day. Thank you. So there's no doubt that after it was all over, somebody took to Twitter on this thing, because that's what everybody does these days. You know, the celebrities have to have the Twitter war about, oh, you said this and she said that. And, well, Twitter is 8 years old.
Do you have a Twitter account, Esther?
8 years old?
Yeah. Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have Twitter and
No,
Facebook?
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, at my age, I don't even have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
See,
You're
that
not
means
missing out.
you're not wasting as much time as
Right.
we do.
No.
You're making better use of your time. But Twitter turns 8 years old today, and they have a new hashtag where you can actually put in hashtag first tweet, and the app will then tell you what somebody's first tweet was. So you could look up Sean Ireland first tweet, and it will show what your first tweet was.
Oh, it had to be brilliant.
Yeah, it was like, well, apparently the very first tweet ever was from one of the co-founders, and he said, just setting up and he abbreviated Twitter. That was the first ever tweet.
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
What did we do with our
wow.
lives
Now it's
before?
turned into a
It doesn't-
force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that old already.
I know.
It's hard to believe. Well,
Well,
Facebook
time goes
is
so
like,
fast.
I was going to say, you're 88, lady. I mean,
Yeah, I
no one
made-
would have guessed that, so.
Yeah, I passed that up.